afternoon, students. I welcome all the 9th standard children to this English video session. In today's English class, we are going to revise Unit 4 Prose and Unit 4 Poem. Let's begin with Unit 4 Prose. 17 oranges. Answer the following questions in one or two sentences. First one. Why did the narrator call Clem Jones a careful planner? Clem Jones planned a theft carefully and executed it well. Then second. What was Clem Jones carrying in the box during his second attempt? Clem Jones was carrying a large Dutch cheese in the box during his second attempt. Third one, why did the policeman suspect the narrator? The policeman caught the narrator red handed because the string of his apron broke and the cop noticed that the narrator's pockets were bulging. Moving on to the next page. Question number 4. What did Pongo consider as evidence against the narrator? The policeman considered the oranges in the narrator's statement would be evidence against the narrator. Next, fifth one. How did the narrator feel when he was alone in Pongo's cabin? When the narrator was locked in the cabin, he lost hope in life and felt afraid that he would lose his job. Sixth one. What did the narrator do to get rid of the evidence? The narrator ate all the oranges to get rid of the evidence. Seventh question. What did Pongo do when he found no oranges on the table? Pongo looked everywhere from the oranges. For the oranges. He looked in the narrator's pocket and in his apron. Eighth one. Why were the policemen not able to bring any charges against the narrator? As there was no evidence left against the narrator, the policemen were not able to bring any charges against the narrator. Ninth question. How did the narrator feel after eating 17 oranges? The narrator felt sick for a week and the oranges kept working away in stomach. 10th question. What happened to the narrator's love for oranges after the incident? He was never crazy for oranges after the incidents. The next, children, you have to learn the paragraph answer. Narrate the clever strategy followed by Clem Jones to deceive Pongo. First paragraph. Then second paragraph. Describe the confrontation between the narrator and Pongo. Learn the paragraph answer, okay? Then moving on to the next part. Unit 4 Poem, The Spider and the Fly. Let's learn the question answer from poem. Read the following lines from the poem and answer the questions in a sentence or two. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show when you are there. How can the fly reach the spider's parlor? The fly can reach the spider's parlor by climbing up a winding stair. What will the fly get to see in the parlor? The fly will see many curious things in the parlor. Second one. Oh, no, no, said the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I have heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see. Is the fly willing to enter the spider's pantry? No. The fly is not willing to enter the spider's pantry. Next, can you guess what was in the pantry? Yes, there were the remains of dead flies and insects. Third one. Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. List the words used by the spider to describe the fly. Sweet, witty, wise, handsome, and brilliant are the words used by the spider to describe the fly. Looking at the next page. Why does the spider say that the fly is witty? The fly is cautious and wise. She says that she has heard what was there in the pantry. So the spider says that the fly is witty. Next, fourth one. The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. Why is the poet using the word den to describe the spider's web? The den is a hiding place for wild animals, and one who enters the den will be killed by the wild animals. In the same way, any insect that enters the spider's web will be killed by the spider. So the poet is using the word den to describe the spider's web. Next, why was the spider sure that the fly would come back again? When the fly took leave of the spider, she said that she would call another day. So the spider was sure that the fly would come back again. Next, fifth one. With buzzy wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hood. Who does she refer to? She refers to the flight. What was she thinking of? She was thinking of her brilliant eyes and green and purple robes. Next sixth one. And now, dear little children, who may this story read? To idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you never give heed. Who does I refer to? I refers to the poet. What is the advice given to the readers? We should not believe idle, silly words of flattery. We should never be carried away by flattering words which are insincere. And children, you have to learn the paragraph answer from poem 4. That's the end of the class today. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.